Behind the cape. Yikes. First things first. RIP to Chance Perdomo. He played Polarity, aka Andre, and Gen V. Seemed to be an actor on the rise from everything I was seeing. He was obviously great in Gen V, so definitely RIP to him.
So everybody's probably already seen that meme on Twitter or X or whatever we're calling it these days.
We're calling it Twitter.
Omni-Man and Homelander dapping each other up, facing the entire Marvel universe. So
yes,
for me, I think it's easy. They don't beat the Marvel universe, right? Because for a couple of different reasons. I think it's easy to say that off top. The problem I had with it is the people who were being mentioned to have being able to beat Homelander and Omni-Man. Like, I love Spider-Man. I love him. Peter Parker is a household favorite over here. I just didn't know Peter Parker could breathe in space. I didn't know that when Omni-Man snatches Peter Parker and flies him out of the atmosphere that he was going to be worth a damn. Like, believe me, that lineup back there, Marvel Universe, they win. Adding on the fact that Homelander and Omni-Man live in universes where the jeopardy is a lot higher. Like, the consequences are a lot more stark in their universes versus the Marvel universe. Like, they've watched a lot of their comrades get torn in half. Omni-Man himself tore his comrades in half, right? And then that's not even counting, Homelander over here, who's in a universe where there's like a fucking super flu that's gonna wipe out everybody. So, like, definitely they're getting beat, but like Spider-Man, nah. Daredevil's not lasting very long either. They're gonna swing his blind ass into the sun.
Okay, so I can't see everybody. I got two questions though. One, I see Galactus in the far back right.
Yeah, we don't even need to do that. Like, we don't even need to get to Galactus. Like, we could probably pull out Century, Hercules.
Oh, you think Marvel's going to win?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. They're going to win. Okay. I just think people were suggesting the wrong characters.
Yeah, Spider-Man was like the first one that
Century, Hercules.
Well, then I'm sure there's somebody, like, again, I can't really see it from here, but I'm sure there's somebody who can do reality bending. I don't think Omni-Man and Homelander can fight that.
If we dealing with the newest version of Venom.
Oh wait, is this Professor X? Is this?
I mean, we're doing the entire Marvel universe. Professor X, yeah. Jean Grey with the Phoenix Force.
You know what I mean? Like, we have people who can literally bend reality.
Apocalypse. Like, yeah. We haven't even David. What's Professor X's son's name? Legion. You know what I mean? Like, it's really bad. It's really bad.
And I can see Gambit right here. Gambit's taking both of them down by himself easily.
I like what Stamina said. Marvel wins, but there's a body count before they do. Blue Marvel, Monica Rambeau, like Wanda. Yeah. It's getting really bad. They're definitely losing, but they're gonna rack up a lot of street level characters before it's over. Like,
yeah, but not Gambit. Is
gonna be on a pike somewhere.
Gambit's killing them easily by himself.
Gambit ain't killing shit. Scott Summers is getting his head taken off. Even though I love Scott, I don't know how long Cap is making it.
This is a terrible image. I want to see one that's like high def, but regardless, yeah, it's a cakewalk once you get like past the first line.
It depends on what Hulk you're talking about. Immortal Hulk probably beats both of them by himself. Yes, I would say Immortal Hulk beats both Omni-Man and a Homelander by himself. Spider-Man, how fam? They're going to take him up into the atmosphere and then he ain't going to be worth shit. This is going to be over.
Yeah, I can't see my... Oh, She-Hulk taking both of them down.
Okay, I'm ready to start dubs and L's whenever you are, buddy.
Moving on. Zooey Deschanel is a Nepo baby, which I did not know. I was not aware of this. But she is out here claiming that she's not really a Nepo baby. I mean, sure, her dad has Oscars and her mom is an actress, but that's not really getting her jobs.
6 of them, like 6 Oscars. Like, yeah, being a videographer is maybe not that luxurious. Being a videographer or a cinematographer who won 6 Oscars probably is a big thing. It's probably going to help you open up some doors. You know what I mean? Which, I mean, in all honesty, nepotism happens in just about any industry you can think of. You know, the medical, lawyers, and legal system,
Mm-hmm.
police
Happens everywhere.
departments. Like, there are legacies everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. So, like, nobody really, if you, in terms of having not to deal with something like that in the competition in the workplace, everybody's got to deal with some level of nepotism somewhere. But the idea that like you got to run from it that fast and people can pull up your information that quickly is a little like that lets me know what you think about what you think you've received. That you trying to put that much distance in between it. It would be easy enough to be like, yeah, I'm very fortunate. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I'm very fortunate to have the parents that I had.
Yeah, I'm sure at some level now she is receiving roles because she is Zoe Deschanel. At some point, she gained a role because of who her parents were, like at least one role. So you benefited. You're a nepo baby. Just take it. Like you said, just move on. Simple. Euphoria, season 3, delayed indefinitely. Sir, your thoughts?
Actors are too old. Zendaya's working too much. Warner Brothers is not motivated enough.
Sure.
Too many black characters.
Too many black characters. They already got rid of Sydney Sweeney's boyfriend who got mollywopped.
Got rid of him. What do you mean?
In the he's not there. He's not on the show anymore.
He was in the second season.
Was he?
McKay?
He wasn't.
Definitely came back from college.
As much as the first season, at least.
I mean, he was there though. I mean, he's definitely in the season. He was there. They were still dating.
I don't even remember him in season 2.
Or no, I don't think they were dating anymore because
she started
she
fucking
was messing with dude. Yeah, she was messing with dude.
Yeah.
But he low key like peeped. He low key peeped it.
Okay, you know what? He was there. You're right, but it was a much lesser role.
You got them. You got Zendaya and her sister. You got the 2 little twins that was trying to nick on her sister. Yeah, that's probably too much for them. You got more than 3. You got the mom. You got Ali. You got Coleman Domingo. Oh yeah, we over quota. That's like 7 black people, bro. You can't have that many black people at Warner Brothers on the show at one time. You like that's Lovecraft country. We got to cancel that.
That's insane. That is not.
You gotta cancel that shit. 7 black people on the show at Warner Brothers. Hell no. That's like Insecure. You gotta cancel that shit. Shit don't work. That's like Black Woman Sketch Show. Cancel that shit immediately. 7 in one show? Absolutely.
If we go down the list of black shows that WB just got rid of, we'll be here all night. Was
it Southside? Was that the show people liked? The skit show? The comedy skit show?
Was that?
I think it was Southside. Yeah. Southside. They had like 7 black people in it too.
There's a lot. There is a lot.
It's like a soft 4, hard 5. If you go beyond that, you're lined up for cancellation in season 2 automatically.
Jack Black likes the idea of a Red Dead film adaptation. And might I add that I like the idea of Keanu Reeves playing Mr. Marston.
Playing Jack Marston? Too old.
John Marston. Jack is the kid.
John Marston. Sorry. Too old. He should play Arthur.
He is too old, but
you gotta get somebody who can
like
age
John Marston.
into the John Marston that we know from what is it? What was the first one? Red Revolver or something Revolver?
Well, the first one didn't include anybody from the Redemption story.
What was the one where John had to hunt down the rest of the crew?
Redemption.
Which game was that?
Red Dead Redemption 1.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta have somebody who could start out younger and then age into that version of him.
It didn't look that much different though. Like I feel like Keanu
the scar, the hair.
Keanu can do it.
I feel like he'd be a decent Arthur.
As long as they make the movies quickly and don't blade it.
All right, here we go. John Marston is Keanu Reeves. Arthur Morgan is Daniel Craig.
That actually sounds like a really good casting. Daniel Craig.
No. Stop. Tom Hardy is Arthur Morgan.
I like Tom Hardy as an actor, but I feel like Daniel Craig gives me Arthur Morgan a little bit more than Tom Hardy does.
Daniel Day-Lewis is Dutch.
I like it.
I mean, that's basically the character from Gangs in New York, but just a lot less racist.
Yeah, I mean, they did have a black friend in Red Dead Redemption 2. Or
Yeah,
a black part of
Lenny!
Yeah, but Lenny died.
Oh, Lenny! Damson Idris has to play Lenny.
Yikes.
Lenny!
You know what? Actually, that might be a good casting too. I'd be okay with that.
Who else? Who's gonna play Hosea? Logan from Succession. What's that dude's name? British guy. Logan from Succession.
I heard you the first time. I gotta look it up.
Austin Butler as John Marston is not bad.
Brian Cox
as Hosea. We're running out of big characters. Abigail could be any number of people.
Freaky Friday 2 is supposedly a thing. Did anybody ask for it?
No one asked for that. No one asked for it. I haven't really been asking to see Jamie Lee Curtis as much as I've been seeing her in movies recently.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've wanted to see Jamie Lee Curtis as much as I've seen her in the last 10 years or so. Between the Michael stuff and now she's doing Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan. First of all, where'd you find Lindsay Lohan? All the child stars from the 90s in shambles now, and all of a sudden Lindsay Lohan is clean and ready to act.
Lindsay Lohan's on a career revival.
Holy moly. You damn straight she is. She acting in a movie with Jamie Lee Curtis in 2024. So seems like she turned it all the way back around.
Isn't she doing something right now? Isn't she doing a role?
With who?
Hold on. She's doing something.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee is just popping like a pimple. I guess.
Lindsay Lohan is in a movie called Irish Wish. It is a straight to Netflix movie.
Okay.
But she's trying. The effort's there.
The effort's there. She's in the movie with an A- list star. So
no, there's somebody else in here with her. No, there's not.
See Jamie Lee Curtis.
Aisha Curry is in the movie.
In their role she played.
You didn't hear that.
What did you say?
Aisha Curry is in the movie. That should tell you how star-studded the cast is.
Okay. All right. Well, this work. It's work.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know these people. Aisha Curry is literally the only other name I know on this cast. So go check out Irish Wish, starring Lindsay Lohan and Aisha Curry.
Let's not.
Okay. So it's time to talk about the Good Times cartoon.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah. Another thing that I don't know if anybody asked for.
No, absolutely. Nobody asked for that cartoon. No one asked for it. But the person who gave it to us, it makes so much sense that he did. So like watching it, being disappointed in it, and then realizing that it's a Seth MacFarlane production makes total sense.
Seth MacFarlane? No.
You didn't know that's who's executive producing? It's him. It's the original guy who did Good Times and Steph Curry.
Huh? Steph Curry? No.
Steph Curry the original Good Times guy, Norman Reed or
Norman
some shit.
Lear and Seth
There you
MacFarlane
go, and Seth MacFarlane.
and Steph Curry.
So now that Steph probably just got his name on. He put some money up. He got a producer credit. Seth MacFarlane, are you really surprised? Are you surprised that the Quentin Tarantino of animation is giving you this as representation for
To
a
be
black cartoon?
fair, I think Seth MacFarlane tried to do this with the Cleveland show already.
No, this is the Cleveland show. It's literally the same thing. We got lowered standards in terms of black families. We've got every stereotype you could ever think of, from big butts to hip hop to adolescent daughter running around with the older white guy, the older grown ass white boy,
Drug dealing baby.
Rollo, the drug dealing baby, the adultifying the young kid, right? The reason why white cops think it's okay to go out there and shoot 12-year-olds in the park anyways now, right? Over adultifying children. Seth MacFarlane is making a living out of that once again. What makes you think the guy who made a TV show about a black family and then had a white guy play the black dad in the show, the voice actor? Did y'all think that y'all was going to get adequate representation from this? From Seth MacFarlane of all people?
I don't know. I guess I just thought he'd be better than making a fucking Good Times cartoon, but
I think he thinks he's doing the Boondocks thing. Only Boondocks made jokes about black people with black people, right? It felt like we was in on the joke. Felt like we were telling jokes amongst each other, right? Family Guy and Good Times feels like a white Jewish guy telling jokes about black people, because that's exactly what it is.
Funded by a basketball player,
a white guy. Well, I don't think that Steph Curry had any bit of creative input into the show.
Sure, I said funded, but
I think Seth MacFarlane is being Seth MacFarlane. I think once again he's being the Quentin Tarantino of animation, where Tarantino finds a reason to say nigga a million times, and even if it's him actually saying it out of his own mouth.
Yeah,
Seth MacFarlane has a longing for black stereotypes. I think they make him feel more comfortable with his own racism.
Fair enough. Funny enough, one of the comments from Mike A said, I would rather watch the Johnny Depp trial. The Good Time show has more crap in it than Amber Turd, which is a great segue to our last segment. Pirates of the Caribbean without Johnny Depp has been confirmed. How do you feel about it?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you're not going to have Johnny Depp, like, obviously, I think they tried. He probably told him to go fuck off.
He probably said no.
And if that's the case, then a reboot is probably the only way to go. Because I think continuing the same story without Jack is already proven to be a failure. They tried to do that with Penelope Cruz no, he was in that movie. He was in that movie. The one he did with Penelope Cruz, the one before Dead Man's Chest. He was there. It was just like a random offshoot. They had did they have another one without him? No. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You know what it was? They were going to do an all-females Pirates of the Caribbean, but it got canceled. They stopped.
I vaguely remember hearing.
I remember us talking about that. Yeah, they were going to do an all-girls one. I think Margot Robbie was going to be in it. If we're just going to reboot the original story and just start over from Black Pearl again, okay, all right, maybe reinvent it for the younger generation. Don't change it to the point that it's unrecognizable, but vamp it up a little bit, new characters, replace the Jack character, or have Jack and it just not be Johnny Depp. If it's a straight up reboot, you could recast Johnny Depp. You could do it if you're not dealing with any of the returning actors coming back. So it is still Disney doing it. It is still Disney live action. right? So the same people that have been making all the recreations, I think is who's in charge of this project. So still a little bit of trepidation, but I think it's the only way to go if Johnny Depp is not coming back.
Yeah, because the last movie didn't do that well, if I remember correctly. Let's see.
Yeah,
no,
it
did okay. It did almost 800 million.
You can keep that. You can keep all of that.
Sure. I guess I just meant as far as how it performed, but I don't know. I think enough time. Wait, no, Johnny Depp was in the last one.
He was in the last one. At World's End was the last one.
The last one was Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Was it? Oh, At World's End was the no. You sure?
At World's End was the third one. I'm looking right at it.
There were 3 Pirates of the Caribbean, were there not?
No, it's 5.
I missed some movies.
Let's see.
There was the Black Pearl.
No, Johnny Depp is in this one. Okay, this is the one with Penelope Cruz. Is On Stranger Tides. That's the fourth one.
Bullshit. That's
the fourth one.
Okay, screw that.
But then he was in
the one that's being developed, probably.
Say that again?
The 5th one is probably the one that's being developed.
No, there was one in 2017 that has Johnny Depp in it. Yep, he's on the cover.
In 2017? Oh, wait. I vaguely remember this. They had the dude, the Bond villain, the guy from Dune. The dude from Dune. He was the villain, wasn't he?
Javier Bardem?
Yeah, Javier Bardem was in there, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I remember that. I do remember that now. There was 5 of these hoes already. Sheesh.